Hi everyone, I'm Mario, and today we're going to be looking more of Tech Talks Biotech The Mackie, specifically Part 8 Postscriptum. Now, I know what postscriptum usually means. I have no idea what he means here because he's not actually at the end of the video, so it's not really a postscript because he still has more to do. Yeah, I know, weird English major questions there. It happens. More importantly, I might have found a Mackie in the MechWarrior 5 game because of massive amounts of mods, and it's actually really good. I mean, it's not great, but it just has enough slots with enough tonnage that I could put in some oversized guns that normally are completely stupid and impossible to use, and whoever made the mod for naval cannons really did a fun, stupid thing. It's stupid. It's dumb. It shouldn't work. It's really fun. More importantly, I'm going to jump right in and see what the hell Tex has to do, because I kind of want to know what happens from here. Like, what comes after the Mackie? What does it lead into? I mean, I know it leads into all biotech, but there's just more I want to know. So if you haven't already, link below, original video, hit it up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started. Oh, and I need to mention this. I'm not on TikTok. I need to mention this because apparently someone's impersonating me on TikTok. That's weird. You can find me here on YouTube, Twitter, Discord. Yeah, there's links to everything everywhere, but not TikTok. Just have to throw that out there because it's weird someone's impersonating me on there. Yeah, weird.
The Ares Conventions allowed for a new standard of warfare to rise, far away from the old
Less
method
Total
of
War and
using
more
warships to pound an enemy
easy
flat, gas or burn anything that moved, and raise the flag over whatever tattered pieces remained. Warships turned resistance into examples and belligerence into smoking craters. However, the Ares Conventions, like any work by human hands, were,
abusable,
as far as rules go, imperfect and incomplete. Soon after its signing, the Ares Conventions were violated by the Capellans, who believed that the conventions didn't apply to those who didn't sign it, namely, their opponents, the Taurian Concordat. Within a decade of the convention, the Capellan Confederation invaded the Concordat, who, as you remember, refused to sign on the basis that Capellans were untrustworthy.
Yeah. I want to say this doesn't make sense because sci-fi reasons, maybe, but no, this actually makes perfect sense. The Taurians said the Capellans weren't trustworthy. The Capellans then immediately attacked them. So it was like, yeah. But now the Capellans also have the way to say, well, they didn't sign the treaty, so it's fair game. Which is bullshit because they signed the treaty, but no one's going to call them on that. Even I know that one.
And ultimately, that is true. The Capellans waged war with liberal use of nuclear and chemical weapons being standard operating procedure under the reasoning that the conventions didn't apply to nations that didn't sign them. To their credit, the Capellans were technically, legally correct, though this was a technicality measured.
So all you have to say is they're a breakaway state, and then they can be nuked.
At least they were trying to apply the laws they had agreed to, by practicing them against those who had not. As some had feared, the Ares Conventions normalized warfare. It made war the best way to settle disputes as they were now, at least by the convention, constrained to limited scale and with limited weapons.
Sorry, I just hear limited weapons. I'm like, yeah, I know that works for a while, but it then leads into everything going sideways later on. It's just so weird to hear limited and think about Battletech, war crimes everywhere. It doesn't sound. Text is not joking here. He's being serious, and I get it. And for this time period, it is limiting conflict, but also it just doesn't feel right. Does that make sense to anyone else?
They would have a different legacy altogether. In accord with the conventions, the Terran hegemony was often called in as a referee, an observer, or as a center point to any inquiry regarding the legality of actions taken under the Ares Conventions of War. This position of prominence would directly serve as the legalistic groundwork for a man named Ian Cameron to establish what would be called the Starleague Accords. However, it is worth noting that Starleague passed Addendum 2 to its own charter in 2579, which acted to immediately rescind the restrictions of the Ares Conventions altogether.
So the Ares Convention was actually rescinded under the Star League because they controlled everything, so we don't need to... So, I was unaware of this, but I'm also not surprised for all the wrong reasons. So let me get this straight. And Capellans are like, yeah, see? It's legal. We can do everything we want to them because they chose not to sign because they didn't trust us. Yeah. And then the Starlight comes in, and because they're literally in charge of everyone who could probably fight them, they're like, let's rescind the Ares Convention for us because we are the only people who could fight against us, so everyone else can't. It makes sense. Give yourself a monopoly on weaponry, and also say that if anyone tries to rise against you, you can do all the shit to them. But then it's illegal for anyone else to do it to you, even though it's technically not, because you've rescinded it. The amount of people who still quote the Ares Convention to me, I don't think it's wrong. I think it's a good framework, and I think most people in Battletech would probably still agree with that, but it just seems so much like a contrivance, which honestly it is because it's how the setting was created. But at the same time, it also is a contrivance that makes sense because we've tried these rules. They just break down a lot sooner. Hell, the only thing that's weird about it is that it worked for so long. And even then, worked is a stretch, so it's not even that... Sorry, I'm just at that weird point where it's like, it makes sense, and there's real-world examples, so I could see it happening, but also it's kind of contrived, but it's that kind of contrived you get out of nonfiction where it's like, this is unbelievable. No one would ever believe this. It was a true story, and this actually happened, and this is a newspaper clipping, and that this is actually the guy's face, and he did just this because it was caught on video from multiple cameras, and he did actually that? With a goat and magnets? Okay. Yeah, just because there's this weird thing where reality is weirder than fiction. And I'm kind of at that point right now where it's like, it's just weird enough. I think it could happen.
Director General
Jacob love this art. It's just so stupid.
Was an unfortunate soul with questionable taste and fashion.
Like intentionally stupid.
Who
best
I believe
kind.
Tried his best despite everything. In February of 2448, he was poisoned at a social party. The poisoner laced his champagne with something to eliminate the Director General in the most public
Did he survive?
Means possible. However, Director General Jacob Cameron did not die from this. He cheated death, and while fighting for his life, he ordered a complete communications blackout on the situation while his Hegemony Central Intelligence Department acted to hunt down the assassin.
Sorry, just anytime I hear a situation or intelligence blackout, I'm just thinking, okay, that's a really good way to raise red flags, but on the other hand, this is a very large red flag, and they're waving it, and they're trying to find that bull. But goddamn, he survived that? How? Like, did this really fuck him over or something? Tex will probably get to this.
What would be the largest manhunt ever known up to that point in history? The investigation was led by Lady Terrans Amaris, who, through the course of her investigation...
The fuck? I'm sorry. Amaris? Amaris? That's not a name I was expecting to hear. I was expecting it early on, maybe the pilot, some kind of fuckery there, but putting her in charge of it, it's her. She did this, right? There's just no way. I mean, the entire Amaris thing is literally centuries of grievance trying to overthrow the Starlight because fuck them. But the only thing I can think here is that she's the one who did it and he just appointed her to do it. That doesn't make sense. What? What? Sorry, I was expecting a lot of things. This is not one of the things I was expecting. What the hell?
Curiously relocated to the Rimworld's Republic. There, she lived her life until crossing paths with the first consul of the Rimworld's Republic, Heather Durant.
Really?
They became rather close, so much so that by 2463, the heirless first consul transferred power to Terrans and her descendants. Jacob Cameron tried to overcome his greater demons, brought on by years of high stress, but also his rather poor upbringing. After nearly dying, he dedicated himself to bettering the state.
Really?
And through the establishment of vast public charities to include shelters for the poor and...
Wait, I just need to make sure I reheard this. This is so weird to me in so many ways. So he appointed her, or she was the one who did it? Because she definitely did it, because she then ran away to the Rimworlds and... Yeah, she just made friends with someone who immediately gave her entire family power over an entire nation.
Known up to that point in history. The investigation was led by Lady
No, she was leading it.
Who, through the course of her investigation, curiously relocated to the RimWorld's
Okay, yeah, that was exactly as fucked up as it sounded.
His greater demons, brought on by years of high stress, but also his rather poor upbringing.
It almost sounds like she was trying to do them a favor by not finding herself. I mean, whoever the victim, whoever the poisoner was. Because up until this point, he's kind of an asshole. It sounds like he got immediately better by having a near-death experience, which is weird, not usually how it goes, but sometimes it can. Yeah, just, I wish there was more info on their,
he dedicated
their
himself
relationship
to bettering the state, and through the establishment of vast public charities to include shelters for the poor and multiple mercy hospitals. He would die of a stroke in 2461, some months after pushing hard for a new generation of BattleMech technology in order to keep pace with the other great houses. Charles Kincaid is the only person we can say with any certainty to be the holder of the title First Mech Warrior. Further, in 2443, he would be involved in the first ever actual combat engagement of mechs fighting the Draconis Combine.
Sorry, just one, he actually got to fight as a mech warrior, not just as a test pilot, but he actually fought as a mech warrior. That is really cool to me. Two, people told me that the neuro uplinks at this time were more, let's go with unpleasant, and it did lead to some complications for his life. I don't know how much that is. I haven't read Sarn just because, I'm in a weird position of treating Tex as canon and wanting to avoid any spoilers for what he gets to, because I just like how he delivers it. It's weird, I realize.
On Styx, near the city of Barbados. Beyond that, knowledge of his actions and doings is lost, legend, and speculation.
This is probably speculation, is what I heard then. Okay.
The humble builder of the Mackie and chief among the consortium which developed it, enjoyed a long and profitable history throughout the rule of the Terran hegemony. When mechs became the new weapon of war, Scobell threw itself into designing, producing, and building a vast arsenal.
I don't know what mech this is. I want to say Warhammer just because this general shape and design of the arms, but it doesn't look like one either. I wonder what that is. Oh, so it's huge.
For any who could afford it. From armor to weapons to tracking systems and computers, Scobell designed battle mechs and their components to feed the war machines.
Or is this like an old version?
When Ameris overthrew the hegemony
like a prototype,
and started what would be called the Ameris Civil War, Scobell went to work for the new regime, turning out weapons and equipment for Ameris
Goddamn
fuckton. When the SLDF came in, Scobell was waiting to build for its new masters, forgetting the old regime the instant the checks bounced. Of its vast empire of factories and manufacturing centers.
I mean, I'm not even surprised. It's literally just a company who's doing it for the money, and so they did it for the money. Whoever paid. Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. Just annoying. Fucking Mars.
Only a single one remained untouched after Kerensky's exodus and the following succession of wars. As a result, Scobell was only able to merely build components for other nations' weapon systems, being reduced to a second-rate manufacturer at best.
They say that, but I'm assuming this is going to be on Earth, and Comstar's like, yes, they are second-rate. Nothing to see here. Just because if you survive with a single factory in Battletech, and I'm like, that seems really... Oh, it's probably Comstar. Is it right? I have no idea, but there's like a little Comstar sense in the back of my mind going, it's kind of fucked up, it doesn't make sense. It's probably Comstar doing it. And often enough, it's actually right.
Best. The clan invasion allowed Scobell to rebuild its former glory, and soon enough it became one of the Comguard's main suppliers, which had consequences all its own. The Mackie test itself...
Oh, yeah, Comguard's main supply. That would be Word of Blake stuff, which, from what I've heard, Tex may not ever get around to covering because he just doesn't like anything after clan invasion. Maybe FedCom Civil War. I could be mistaken.
Was a sales pitch. It was a man with the latest weapons and adequate training who attacked old weapons in a static testing environment. It was the new and unproven versus the old and respected. It was showmanship in the face of uncertain times. It was grandeur, or at least delusions thereof. Rather than extensively field test the machine, they instead mass-produced it.
And let everyone else field test.
Rather than look at them with skepticism, the great houses of the Inner Sphere instead fell to fear and opt to steal and copy the design at any cost.
So, okay, I know he's already gone. It just literally clicked what's going on. It's FOMO. It's the fear of missing out. It's like, oh my god, they have new shiny. We don't have new shiny. New shiny looks fun. We should get new shiny. Why don't we have new shiny? It's later. Why did it? I'm judging myself for not getting that until now.
The Mackie was a half-baked idea, but a successful one.
And I still like this bulkier variant. It looks really cool.
The Mackie serves as a reminder. A weapon doesn't necessarily have to be effective on the battlefield. It just has to scare the shit out of
Yeah, terror warfare is a thing.
I can say in that regard, the Mackie succeeded. And in many ways, that's all that really matters.
Also, I really wonder about this, because that almost looks more like a... I know it's supposed to be an auto cannon because it's auto-loading, but it looks so different than most of the guns designed. It might just be an unarmored version, so there's a lot more exposed components. That could be it. Same with the PPC, which, honestly, this version looks really damn cool. I wish the guns looked like that in the game. I also could understand the reason. I was like, yeah, but this is an unarmored version, so it would take a lot of damage, and yeah, that would suck. But it looks cool.
Long-standing influence. Well, I suppose war hasn't changed all that much.
Shoot the enemy, don't get shot. At an extreme level, that's usually about it. Final thoughts.
I wanted to close this lecture with thanks to some of my professional colleagues who have taken it upon themselves to provide
they actually have physical
images for this lecture. As some of you may know.
The fuck? I have questions about this design. Mostly, it's a little cockpit, but has the missiles on top of it with the arms mounted to the missiles. Is this a clan mech? And then it has hands, but the hands are holding guns, but the guns are mounted to the arms. And the arms are coming out of the gun to hold it. This is very old art. That's really weird, isn't it? This is kind of like the longbow art, where you look at it and you're like, huh, yeah, that's a thing. It looks cool, but also, what the fuck, man?
These source materials for research into Bree's Star League era history are scant at best. And with so little having survived, not only the American Civil War, but the 4 succession wars that followed, I had thought this lecture would have to make do with more primitive visual aids.
Wait, what was that? This is what they really have in the source books. Oh god, this kind of art is actually it. He looks very done with life. Wow.
In need, I called upon my colleagues to try to find, restore, and make available truly ancient sources.
I do commission to email. Oh, it's one of the artists. Ooh, email spacer battle gmail. Okay, Deviant Space Battler. Ooh, especially thank the spacer who has been providing original art. Oh, so he's the one doing all this really cool shit. Dude, since the Blackjack episode. God damn. Like, seriously, I would honestly want to commission this guy. I just don't know what to get, because all the stuff I see is really cool. It's a lot of small lasers.
Up to this point, we're lost to the sands of time. So let us have a moment to
I've heard about this
work, for it is glorious and should
Mad
be.
Cats. Ooh, Mad Cat Mark II even.
Noted as an incredible achievement in archaeology, art restoration service, and archival retrieval from resources which we thought were long lost. Without these supremely talented members of the academic world, these gifted artists.
Special thanks to DC Bruins, helping us bring the Mackie test to life, and for providing the editor with layers of animate with. Oh, so that was actually given in these layers, and then they broke the. Oh, damn! They really did an amazing job on that, and yeah, I love their art. God damn, everyone is so freaking talented here. So many people I want to commission.
We have the resources we need to do these lectures, and I appreciate them all very much.
Look at that thing.
I invite you to inquire into their services and their work, where I believe
it's actually really cool. The little color aspect.
To acknowledge not only their dedication, but the absolute mastery and brilliance of their craft. Further, I want to say for the record that I am most pleased the student body has been patient in the creation, production, and broadcast of.
Dude, I thought this was some of the official art. I mean, I know this one wasn't, because people told me there was nothing else, but I thought some of this was. Holy shit!
Check, produce, and
this wasn't official. Oh my god, this is insane, God damn.
Star being what it is.
Some of this looks so, oh, because he's in, so it has to be non-canon. Yeah.
By the throttling measures
God damn.
Nonetheless,
wait, this wasn't official?
Support has been overwhelmingly positive and definitely a boost to my health. And despite all the challenges, this has been some of the most rewarding
these guys are kicking out of
my career.
Everything.
The times have been hard. And as we all know, I have an enormous problem with overworking myself. I have, for the longest time, struggled with the issues of being a career workaholic and will gladly forgo sleep if it meant I could get one more thing done. I drive myself to exhaustion, and instead of taking a rest, dive into the next project,
makes sense, though.
the next item on my to-do list. And rather than demand more, most of you encouraged me to rest.
I mean, I would encourage him to take a paycheck from this thing. From what I've heard, he still doesn't. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I am wrong. And someone's finally convinced him to actually accept ads on his videos just to make money off it, because his stuff is amazing, and I would love to see it. Just because, also, I mean, yeah, I want to see the people who I enjoy stuff from make money off it. That may be weird, but I kind of like that.
To have people
no Curb the Irby
care deeply.
Text talks. Oh, I just... Text instead of TED Talks. God damn it, me. It's even the same logo. It doesn't... How did I not get this for literal months? Literal months, and it never occurred to me what that is a play on. It's not even like this is something I don't know. I know what a TED Talk is. I don't... I'm just going to go put myself into a hole and hide. Oh, God, that is just... Keep calling. Praise Zorg?
It is
don't know Zorg
tremendously...
Ooh, lemons.
The support structure I find here and now is something...
Is that ooh, goddamn, that actually looks really cool. I think that's an awesome, too.
I have probably always needed, and I, from the bottom of my soul, thank you for that. I am grateful in ways I cannot put into
Many thanks to the artist who surprised me with these mechs. It's still a loss for words. Holy shit! Yeah, no, that's... Oh, and they're even doing the rocket effects. That is cool. Dude, the Warhammer... Ooh, it's the Assault Warhammer because of the double sides. The Atlas. Don't know so many of these. There's an Irby! Hunchback. I don't know what a Mon is. I don't even know that model. I think that's a Raven. I think that's an Awesome, or it could be a Zeus. I can never get those two straight. Thunderbolt. Dude. That's so cool.
Stood by me, my team, and our work. For those of you who have chosen to support our work when faced with the multitude of other options available out there.
Oh, Van Zandt, that's their
humbled.
Their version, yeah. Just say no to clanners.
I must thank you with every measure of my soul. Anyways, sappy shit out of the way. Class is fucking dismissed. That being said, next up is another old design I feel most of you should be well aware of. The Rifleman. Boy, do I have a lot
we are
to
even
say
now.
about that thing.
Are they even? The fuck? Was that a flaming clown? That was a flaming clown. They literally put a clown on fire and threw him into space. Okay, that happened. Arrival? The Mackie, Rise of the Battle Mech, episode 11. Dude. Oh yeah, the extras. House Steiner? Or was that Oostner? Steiner presents Shakespeare in the Park. God, I cannot read cursive to save my life.
Mitbürger, Freunde, Römer.
Are they doing Julius Caesar? I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Oh yeah, Julius Caesar. The evil that lives after them.
Das Gute wird mit ihnen noch begraben. So sei es auch mit Cäsar. Der edle Brutus hat euch gesagt,
I can't read
dass
this.
von der Herrschaft
A man requesting permission. Theater critic. What? It is time to destroy us. What? Space lasers. Hell yeah, man. It happens at 3. Well, that's one way to do it. Standard Assault Squad. Not Scout Squad, Assault Squad. Oh my god.
Hello, Ghost of Stefano Maris here, coming to you from the dumpster behind the
I thought it was
and I have a question for you. Do you find your meat dry, boring, and pathetic?
Ew,
well, no longer will this be your problem. Thanks to Amaris's fine meat sauce. Just dab a little bit on your meat, and you'll taste the finest hyper MSG known to the deep periphery.
Oh god damn you, Tex! I did not need to see that. That is, I didn't even eat breakfast, and I want to uneat it. It's like I need to go eat a meal just to throw it up now. Watching this, what the hell?
Yes, a dab of meat sauce has 40,000% of your daily intake of sodium.
So it's like going to the average buffet.
Good because I said so. Did I mention it doubles?
Why is this making it worse?
Yes, it does. I'm very bored out here. Being a ghost sucks.
I thought it was a Golden Crown.
The Shoney's Nebula is depressing.
What is the Shoney's anyways?
Please, buy my meat sauce. I just want to be
69.
relevant again.
Fine, meat
All
sauce.
I have to talk to is this rat who says he's the general manager. Oh, shut up!
Have you been in one too many drunken knife fights with that Solaris jock? Have you spent too much time in a neuro helmet and developed certain facial and/or cranial abnormalities? Or just maybe somebody targeted your
target of clanner bullying. I can't tell if this is going to be a supplement or going to be an ad for some kind of lawyer. Also, did they actually develop abnormalities for wearing a neuro helmet too long? I don't think so, but I mean, I could be very wrong. I've literally never thought about that before.
Face is a tortured man.
Does your face look like a deli? What?
Well, friend, the Greater Donegal School of
Reconstructive
Reconstructive Surgery.
Reconstructive Surgery. Why are they showing a house? Because it's broken up. That's why.
Problems. From uranium shrapnel removal to limb transplants, if you give us enough financial motivation, we have a discreet surgical student willing to give it their all. Just listen to this glow.
I'm told that most of these are not actually stock. People from the Black Pants Legion just happen to do this. So I'm honestly not sure about this entire little clip right here. Yes, this one. I'm not sure which is worse. That there's a stock image of this out there somewhere, or that someone decide, hey, let's film this. I honestly don't know which one is actually more terrifying.
Student willing to give it their all. Just listen to this glowing review by another satisfied customer. My entire family was murdered like Koreans in a coup attempt, and I didn't look like anyone else fast. The Greater Donegal School of Reconstructive Surgery
fix my face, please.
And started operating as soon as I handed over the briefcase of C-bills. I woke up in a storage unit 5 hours later with a hobo's face and a new lease on life.
Is that just a random hand? That's a random hand. What the hell?
But we're only fluent in
more what the hell?
Non-consecutive C-bills. We are not liable for surgical mishaps which may occur while under our care.
Oh, so what do you mean a hobo's face? Oh, he means he literally got a hobo's face put on him. Oh.
Tonight on WBPL
news, probably trustworthy. Ooh,
tonight castles. On WBPL 76, we have another edition of Celebrity D&D.
That's the thing already.
This time around, we've got a special guest DM taking over due to the sudden retirement.
I've actually played this game. It's really fun. I suck at it.
Previous Dungeon Master.
Nice
Tonight,
painting.
our guest Dungeon Master is none other than, oh God, Duncan Fisher.
What?
Hello, everybody. This is Duncan Fisher. I am your guest Dungeon Master for the evening. Let us begin. As you enter the dimly lit room, you see a chest sitting in the center of it.
I open the chest.
I open the chest. Okay, smart guy. Reflex save.
Is it trapped?
It's going to eat you?
Is it trapped? Yeah, it's fucking trapped. Welcome to my dungeon.
No.
Does a 17 do it?
You explode.
What the?
You just explode. Bones and brains and everything just kaboom. You're everywhere. Give me that character sheet.
I mean, that's horse shit.
Okay, so I see this?
No, you see nothing. You have explosion blindness.
That's not even in
the book. It is now.
Well, it fucking is now.
I hate to say that. For Dungeons and Dragons, if the DM says it, it is now technically canon. Because that's actually one of the core rules that has never changed. The DM has final say.
Also, roll me a reflex save.
For what?
Oh, you got that explosion juice on you. That's worse than bone-hurting juice.
Bone-hurting juice?
It makes you explode.
What? Dude, that's not in the fucking book.
Come on, man. Have you even read the handbook?
No. Reading is dumb. You explode. Both explode.
You can't do that. You can't just make stuff up.
I'm goddamn
He
Duncan
actually
Fisher.
can. That's in the book. It literally is.
Cast fireball. All right, who wants to play Shadowrun? This game sucks.
Oh my god. Also, I'm a horrible person. I might not want to run a campaign, but I'm being tempted right now because I kind of want to do bone-hurting and explosion juice. Like, you get it, and part of you explodes. And then you have to seek healing. It's stupid! I hate it! I want to do it! What the hell? It's so dumb. Also, I've been told that Discount Dan is actually one of the Black Pants Legion members, and this is not an actor. I was not expecting it. He looks like a guy who would do
Thanks
used
to
cars.
Discount Dan's extended mech warranty program, you never have to fear your mech crapping out on you when you need it most.
So,
here's how
basically
it works.
running a Locust?
Give me money. Lots of money. I take C-bills, house bills, gold, germanium, gold, petrochemical products, legal drugs, gold, illegal drugs, platinum, silver.
Really? You went Sonic on this one?
Rare coins, stamps, pelts, land and mining deeds, real estate, firearms both used and new, and gold.
More gold.
Then, when your mech breaks down, we fix it up. Good as new, mostly.
It's still scrap.
Look, you give me money, that's the most important part. Money is important.
I hate to be honest here, but, and I don't mean that in a joke. I mean, I literally hate to be honest about this part. What he's describing is literally how the Inner Sphere repaid or fixed everything. Just as good as new, because you have no idea what new looked like. This is probably a very effective pitch.
It makes the world go round. It makes all the worlds go round. Except for Capellans. They have no money. Anyways, your mech breaks, I got your back.
Taking jobs numbers is also
Probably,
pretty bad.
most of the time. Like 3 times out of 10 at least. Don't believe me? Let's get some customer testimonials.
Yeah, it's a pretty
amazing
warranty, bro. I mean, the guy charges a
reasonable
amount of money and
always
turns any communication. I'm surprised he hasn't been
hugged by your grandmother,
bro.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. I should trust him.
Discount Dan warranty is about as useful as having an IOU from
the president of space.
Technically, that would be about as accurate.
Good
piece of paper written by a
decent person
who will leave you
happy with
and they're
your
intentionally just getting the
decision.
face that is in weirder places.
Honor the warranty. The warranty.
Bees.
Hugged by your grandmother.
The guy mailed me a box of fucking
sandwiches.
Who does that? Seriously, what kind of fucked up
good person
sends
sandwiches?
Did you just mail him a box of bees? That's the only thing I could think, or was it like the exploding juice? Oh God.
Isn't a ringing endorsement. I don't know what is. Remember, I do this because I care.
Specifically about your money.
Because I will always take your money. Guaranteed.
We here at Comstar want to thank you, the customer, for your kindness in these uncertain.
I know the joke is Comstar is basically AT&T, but I'll be honest, there's a few specific companies out there who have this exact ad almost. Different pictures, but you know what I mean. It's just too close to a real ad.
Times. While the Inner Sphere has never been a place of certainty, you can know that Comstar
it sounds
has
like something
back
from
in
Comcast
even the
or
worst
Verizon.
Of times. Worried about financial futures? With this C-bill, you can rest assured that we have full control of the financial
Technically
situation.
accurate. They
at
definitely
any given
control
time. We aren't just another bank. We are the bank.
The only bank.
You can count on Comstar to provide uninterrupted communications throughout known space.
What that one satellite
and rest
from.
assured that whenever you call, we are listening. After the Battle of Tukid, most of you became aware that yes, we as Comstar possess extraordinary security forces and vast military projection power.
It's all fine.
Do not be alarmed at this, for we here at Comstar are armed for your benefit. And if you doubt that, I will remind you we sent the clanners packing.
Yeah, also, I mean, up until a few years later, it actually didn't work out that bad. I mean, after a few years then it did, but that comes later.
More or less free of charge. Because
they already have everything.
The only thing more dangerous than a warrior culture is us.
Yeah.
Comstar, your friendly telecommunications company. And if you doubt that, well, fuck around and find out.
And still probably better service than Comcast. And his head blew up. Oh, And that was the Mackie. And God damn this. Sorry. I listened to the stuff with George to do at the end. He does a lot of stuff. But I have nothing to say because it's just really good voice acting. But I like this. And I wish he went more into detail about what the hell happened between Amaris and him. It's like, hey, you know, I'm going to investigate this and surprisingly just leave and never come back and just suddenly become a really close friend with another leader of another country very far away from here, and they'll give me everything. There's a story there, and I would love if anyone would go back and cover that because I want more info. I want to figure out what the hell happened. I heard there's some kind of crazy backstory here and that the Amaris family was fucked over horribly by the Camerons, but I don't know. And I want more. I really want more. More than anything else, that's the only thing I want more detail on. I want detail on everything, but that more than anything. So if you know, let me know, please. I would love that. Otherwise, thanks for everyone who let me know about everything involving the first mech pilots and all the crazy shit going on. And just, yeah, I just love getting more info about this setting. So if you haven't already, there's links below to the original stuff from Black Pants Legion. Hit them up, subscribe, let them know they're awesome. If you haven't already, fix that. And, you know, subscribe to me too, because why not? Also, and I need to say this because it's apparently a real problem, I am not on TikTok. There is someone impersonating, I cannot speak today, impersonating me on TikTok. It is not me. I don't have one. I don't plan on getting one. It's a thing that happens, though. You can find me on Twitter at AreaGames. You can find me on YouTube, which you're watching right now, at AreaGames. You can find me on Discord, there's links below. You will not find me on TikTok. I don't go on there. It's a thing. I don't know why. It's annoying, but it's a thing. Yeah. So otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Unless it's on TikTok, in which case that's still not me. See you guys later. Adios.